Imagine this. It's your birthday, you wake up excited, you chose a nice outfit, and you reach school thinking it's going to be a special day. But within a minute, a teacher calls you in front of the entire class boys, girls, everyone. And then the teacher started scolding you. Not because you cheated in the exam, not because you bullied someone, not because you disrespected a teacher. Your crime. You wore a sleeveless top. And the punishment? Girl was sent back home. Ridiculous. Her classes were missed, her education suffered, but apparently none of that mattered. The real problem was two pieces of uncovered shoulders. And this girl is not me. By the way, the story is not frictional. This is the real incidents of my school, and that girl was a girl from another section. And I still remember thinking, how exactly is a sleeveless top disturbing education? How exactly is it affecting mathematics? How exactly it is affecting science? How exactly it is affecting chemistry? How exactly it is affecting the discipline? And most importantly, shoulders are a bigger problem than boys learning self control because incidents like these reveal a much bigger truth about our education system. I don't know about your school or another school, but this happens exactly in my school. For years, schools tell girls, don't wear this. Don't tie your hair like that. Don't apply kajal, don't apply lip balm, don't apply Vaseline. Don't wear your skirt like that. Don't laugh too loudly. Don't sit like that. Don't attract attention. Don't stand out. Don't, don't, don't. And after hearing thousands of these messages, a girl learns something very dangerous. My appearance is a problem, and that must be constantly monitored. Now, anyone misunderstood me, I am not against discipline. Every institution needs rules, but there is a difference between teaching discipline and teaching shame, and many schools don't realize where that line exists. Research on adolescent development consistently shows that teenage years are when self-esteem, identity, and confidence are being formed. What young girls repetitively hear during this period becomes part of how they see themselves. If the message is constantly, your appearance is distracting, cover yourself, don't attract attention. Wear your skirt in this way. You want attention from boys? Then many girls start believing that their bodies are somehow responsible for other people's behavior, which is an utter nonsense. And that is a lesson no classroom should be teaching. The irony is that our schools are extremely successful in creating achievers, toppers. India produces millions of high scoring students every year. Girls often outperform boys in board examination. But here's an uncomfortable question. If a girl can solve complex trigonometry problems, why does she graduate without knowing how to set boundaries? Why does she know chemical equations but not how to identify emotional manipulation? Why does she know Mughal history but not how to negotiate salary? Why does she know calculus but not the self-worth? Because our education system is obsessed with performance, only performance, not development. We reward obedience than confidence, compliance more than curiosity, performance more than personality. The ideal student is often who sits quietly, follows instructions, and never challenges authority. But life doesn't reward those qualities alone. Real life requires confidence, communication, leadership, decision making, self respect, self worth, whatnot. And unfortunately, these are the subjects most school never teach. Many girls leave school with excellent report cards but a weak relationship with themselves. They know how to score good marks but not always how to say no. They know how to impress teachers not always how to trust their own voice. They know how to meet expectations, but not always how to define their own. That's why the question isn't whether the schools are producing toppers. Clearly, they are. The real question is, are they producing confident, emotionally strong, and independent women? Because education should not only prepare girls for examination, it should prepare them for life. Knowing the reality of your society. A report card can open a college doors, but self confidence, resilience, self respect, and critical thinkings are what help a woman walk through life on her own terms. And until schools value those qualities as much as they value marks, we will continue producing brilliant students who still have to spend years discovering who they actually are and what they want. Schools teach students how to solve equations, but rarely teach them how to handle rejection, deal with stress, manage emotions, resolve conflicts, build healthy relationships. A monthly life skill have a greater impact on a student's future life than another regular test. I'm not against the test, but I'm just saying that school should also prepare the girls and boys for their future lives as well. So there should always a skill enhancing class as well. Most students leave schools knowing algebra but not how taxes work in the country, how loans work, how investment works, how budgeting works. Basic financial education should be the part of every curriculum. A student who gets 95% marks necessarily don't have all the skills to tackle the life. Mostly they have no confidence, poor mental health, no communication skills, and no self awareness. Zero self worth. I'm not asking schools to produce perfect women, I am asking them to produce perfect human beings, because marks can get you into the college. Confidence, self respect, self awareness, financial literacy, intelligence, critical thinking are what help you succeed in life. That's all for today's discussion. Thank you for watching me.